Greetings everyone, my name is Mettaur, and I welcome you all to my blind live let's play of Hard at Tree, a Mega Man classic fan game starring a Mettaur as its prime protagonist, developed by Damage Games and released in 2005. Let's start a normal game. Oh, of course, here's the story. As is a blind let's play, I apologize in advance for any silly mistakes or false assertions I make. Nice caption. I'll first go after Laser Man. Buster strongly recommended I play this game on easy mode for a very particular reason. So I'll first go after Laser Man and then I'll swap over to easy mode sometime after. So here's Hard At. We transition over to using 16-bit graphics, and everything feels less small, at least relative to Hard At himself. We start with the pea shooter, but added in this game are special abilities. I start with the Tri-Shot. See the second weapon bar to the right of Hard At that recharges over time? That determines when you can use our special ability. One of the things that normal mode does to make the game harder is that every enemy now has invulnerability frames, and most enemies take more hits to destroy. So essentially we can jump, shoot, duck, and use our special abilities. Indeed, Buster. I'll talk more about that once I gain my first special weapon. It's a mini remix of Toxic Seahorse's stage theme. Another thing of note on normal mode is that you take more damage from enemies. Not so much of a problem for the base enemies, but it's more of an issue for boss battles. In fact, the bosses are the main reason why I don't want to play this on normal mode, but we'll see how far I can progress on this. For this stream, I'll play on normal mode, and for the next stream, if I'm having too much trouble here, I'll play on easy mode. And yes, I need to be on the lookout for the letter plates. The fact that the tellies take 2 hits to destroy and have invulnerability frames means that they are a lot more of a nuisance. And sometimes stuff can hide between fake blocks. See for example this energy tank right over here. You can also recharge your special abilities faster by picking up weapon pickups. Of course, if you have a special weapon equipped already, the special weapon energy will go to that one first, assuming it's not full. As a demonstration of what I was talking about, see, recharged faster. And there's the first letter, H. Unfortunately, going for that will kill me. Already I can say the level design is better than the first 2 games. Although that's probably also because of the better graphics, both in the foreground and background. I've said this before and I'll say it again. I wish there were more 16-bit Mega Man fan games out there, There are currently too many 8-bit ones out there. Oh sure, I know the reason behind it, but I just wish there was more. Also, by ducking, you can deflect minor shots. Yeah, triple tread was one of them. Shame it never got completed. Yep, he's inspired by Gemini Man. You can actually duck under the lasers and block all his projectiles, hence why he's one of the better candidates for first stage to go through. Down he goes. If you're playing on easy mode, he'd have half the health. I know the main reason why most fan games are 8-bit, because 16-bit fan games require more sprite work and other stuff. Plasma Man it is. Agreed, Jedok. I like the new dead animations. Reminds me of the ones from Mega Man 7. Love the pretty crystal graphics here. Oh, by the way, here's the laser beam. Every time you gain a new special weapon, you also gain a new special ability. In this case, the laser clone. It's like that clone ability in Mega Man and Base. Of course, that happened once. The animation quality of everything has improved immensely since the last two games. Level design seems okay so far, but boss is set to hold that taut. Remember, I can't instantaneously fire once I get out of guarding. There's a slight delay. Lockies. Not as bad as their Mega Man 2 counterparts for sure. Remember how I said the tellies can be annoying with their 2 HP? This is one instance. At last, after several deaths, I made it back to this point. And like the previous two games, enemies have the possibility of dropping tanks. Come on, copy visor. Forces me to stop shooting them. Hello there, Heat Tank. Enemies aren't as eager to drop pickups. At least the Sniper Joes only take 4 hits to destroy. Oh goody, one of the gimmicks is that the floor reappears and disappears. Visually, I mean. Really? I wanted that. So I guess it spells out Hard Hat Tree. 1 letter for every stage. It's not as bad as the floor actually vanishing, that's for sure. So it feels like the stages feel on the slower pace side, more due to their level design than engine design, to be honest. Almost there. Just need to worry about that one pit. And lo and behold, an E-Tank. Thank you very much, game. This feels more like Crystal Man's stage, to be honest. Or Flash Man. I was expecting force beams. Oh no. Some bosses take less damage from the Buster. He takes half the damage from the Buster. So far, better than the first two, but harder. Which isn't saying much in the sense that the first two games were rather easy once you got the proper special weapons. The second one especially. Well, I guess I have to rely on special weapons then. Back to Hard on 1 strats. Oh goody, this is gonna be a slugfest. We're almost there. On easy mode, he'd have probably half the health. Halloween Man will be next. And by defeating him, we get Plasma Ball and Power Beam. Halloween Man ahead of Halloween. Nice rain graphics you have going. Let's see how this works. It showed off how the Spark Ball works, but it didn't show how the Power Beam worked. Okay, giant laser. That's gonna be handy with a line of stronger foes. Thank you for the E-Tank. I especially need it for this game. No downward screen transitions yet either. Well, what's this? The Mettauras actually have lower vulnerability frames. I guess the developer forgot to change that. Half the health as the usual ones. I think what they meant is that they heard this version of Shademan's team before. If this is a MIDI remix, it's one of the good ones. So far, most of the music tracks in this game are good. They don't sound janky or goofy. Oh no, these are falling platforms, aren't they? Of course. I played enough Mega Man fan games to know where they were going. I'm really suspicious of that pit. I'm suspicious there's actually a letter down there. Could have been introduced a bit better. Also, the Dokkan spawners are not destroyable. Oh, so like that stage in Mega Man 7, I think it was Cloudman and Wily Stage 3. I've heard the entire soundtrack from X4. Let me guess, it gives you a giant laser, or the Proto Shield, I guess? Oh, of course, I forgot about that. I was paying more attention to the baton up there. I see the distinction from the other platforms as they're yellow, but I wish they was introduced over a non-bottomless pit area. Okay, leap of fate. No trap. At first I thought I needed an extra ability to get there, because probably one of them allows me to fly. Again, how I wish enemies didn't have invulnerability frames. That was the same problem with Hard at 1, to be honest. No extra lives, so I'm gonna have to play it. I'm gonna have to use E-tanks here. That was nice, but that's not his weakness. That's probably his weakness. Despite it being his weakness, he doesn't take that much damage from it. As much as I would hope, at least. Halloween Man has been defeated. And by defeating him, I get Halloween Crush and Halloween Vanish. Spike Man it is. That'll be the last World Master, then I'll end off the stream. See, I played on easy mode earlier when going through Laser Man's stage, but the problem I find there is that then the enemy and level design gets too easy. Really, what should have happened is that the enemies should be kept on normal mode, but the bosses should be nerfed to easy mode. At least in terms of the amount of health they have. They're already difficult enough with their patterns. This is Spark Mando's team from Mega Man X1. Of course, there'll be spikes everywhere. And the needle presses. And the return to moving platforms. Of all the enemies to have invulnerability frames, the Tallies and Batons should not have that. Let's try out the Halloween Crush. So I like the Noise Crush, but I can't charge it up. And apparently Halloween Vanish makes me immune against spikes, so of course it's gonna be Spike Man's weakness. Music looping still needs some work. With the Halloween Crush equipped, it really looks like Hardhat is cosplaying as a Skeleton Joe. It's cute. Of course it'd be right over there. Thank you, game, for trolling me. Really? That actually hits me? I need to duck under it? Mets are unironically one of the more difficult enemies of this game, at least on normal. On easy, they're one-shottable, so no problems. See, these look like they're closer than the other spikes I died under. I'm just making a run for it. The first dropped extra life in the entire game. I expect there to be a sniper armor somewhere. I guess that's why we need to vanish, but how do we get out of there? That was supposed to make me immune against spikes, wasn't it? That didn't work at all. There's the exit. Surely he will. I'll probably keep on playing on normal mode, but we'll see. Sounds more like a charge shot when I fire this out. And to be honest, his pattern isn't that bad. It's like Needleman, to be honest. And by defeating him, we get Spike Spear and Spike Absorber. The latter is essentially the Spike Armor. My current thoughts on this game are that it's better than the first two titles. I can see some level design issues, but to be fair, I feel most of my deaths are my fault. Buster, you said I couldn't return back to stages, yet when I press start on Laserman, I'm able to return back here. Alright, so that solves my problem. Some of these pickups are essentially forced that unless you have the specific special weapon or special ability. For example, that letter which requires you to have the Spike Guard, and jumping into the pit in Laserman stage. I guess there's a flight ability from Missile Man or Speed Man. Well then, thanks for watching, and have a nice day. Toodles!